World reacts to Israel's attack against Hamas leaders in Qatar's Doha.
PM directs stronger measures to boost production, export, and stabilize rice market.
The film Red Rain and memories of 81 days and nights of protecting Quang Tri ancient citadel.
Hello, it's me, Huang, and here we go, the first step of the show today. In the early hours of September 10th, at the United Nations headquarters in New York City, America, the 80th session of the UN General Assembly just opened with a call for decisive action as the world faces numerous challenges.
The 80th session of the UN General Assembly, UNGA 80, will run for 1 year until September 8, 2026, with the overarching theme, Together for a Better Future. The centerpiece of the session will be the High-Level Week, taking place from September 22 to 30, with the attendance of leaders and high-ranking officials from all 193 UN member states. In her first speech as President of the UN General Assembly, former German Foreign Minister Annalena Baerbock posed a timely question. Where is the UN? When conflict spreads, when our planet is on fire, when human rights are trampled upon. She called on member states to commit to taking substantive steps, from education to humanitarian aid.
An Israeli attack in Qatar's capital, Doha, just targeting Hamas officials, has drawn swift condemnation from across the region and beyond, with the United Nations chief calling it a flagrant violation of the sovereignty and territorial integrity of Qatar.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu's office confirmed that the Israeli military carried out the attack in Doha on Tuesday against Hamas leaders. It was the first such attack by Israel on Qatar, which has been a key mediator in ceasefire talks between Israel and Hamas, and hosts the region's largest United States military base, Al Udeid Air Base. The Qatari Ministry of Foreign Affairs condemned, in the strongest terms, the cowardly Israeli attack. Leaders and foreign ministries of countries, including Australia, Malaysia, Indonesia, Pakistan, the United States, France, Turkey, Lebanon, Kuwait, Iraq, Iran, and Jordan, have collectively condemned the Israeli attack on Doha, stating that it will only have a negative impact on the security situation in the region.
Vietnamese Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh had just signed official dispatch number 160, ordering ministries, agencies, and localities to step up measures to promote the rice production and export while ensuring domestic market stability.
The dispatch noted that in 2025, global developments have adversely affected economic recovery and growth, directly impacting global food production and trade, including rice. To stabilize the rice market and seize export opportunities, the Prime Minister assigned the Ministry of Industry and Trade to coordinate with relevant ministries and agencies to diversify rice export markets and promote trade through both traditional and online channels. Effectively exploit FTA markets and niche markets such as the EU, South Korea, the United States, North America, etc. Strengthen market research. Closely monitor import regulations of countries to protect business. Specifically, the Prime Minister directed strict implementation of regulations in decrees on rice trading and export to ensure a balance between export and domestic consumption, thereby contributing to stabilizing domestic rice prices.
Upcoming are some updated news.
Since September 9th, the government has issued Resolution Number 5 on the official implementation of a pilot crypto asset market for 5 years. The resolution regulates the offering, issuance, organization of transactions, and provision of crypto asset services. Participants include domestic and foreign organizations and individuals. Crypto assets must be linked to a real-world asset issued by a Vietnamese enterprise and can only be offered to foreign investors. All transactions and payments must be conducted in Vietnamese dong, and tax policy applies as securities. Only organizations licensed by the Ministry of Finance are allowed to operate the trading market.
On September 9th, Vietnam's National Day at the Expo 2025 Osaka, Kansai, Japan, attracted a large number of Japanese people, international tourists, and the Vietnamese community in Japan. This is one of the key and typical activities of Vietnam at Expo 2025, contributing to promoting the image of the country, people, and culture of Vietnam to the world. Vietnam's National Day at Expo 2025 Osaka Kansai included dozens of cultural, artistic, commercial, and promotional activities of various scales. The event was not only a major cultural, diplomatic, and trade occasion, but also an opportunity for international friends to see a dynamic, creative, and vibrant Vietnam, rich in identity and ready for deep global integration.
Vietnam has been chosen to host the International Olympiad on Astronomy and Astrophysics, IOAA 2026, which will take place in the capital city of Hanoi. According to Tran The Quang, director of the Hanoi Department of Education and Training, the competition is expected to draw around 3,000 contestants and observers from nearly 80 countries and territories. The event will be an opportunity for Vietnam to introduce its culture, people, lifestyle, and cuisine to international friends. It will also allow local students to exchange ideas, learn, and connect with peers from around the world. At the 2025 IOAA in India, which brought together more than 300 contestants from 66 countries and territories, all 5 Hanoi students won medals, with 1 gold, 3 silver, and 1 bronze.
Premiering from August 22nd to noon, 8 September 2025, the movie Red Rain has grossed of 562 billion VND, making it the highest-grossing Vietnamese movie in history. The movie is just a slice of 81 day and night battle at the Quang Tri ancient citadel in 1972, but it has left a strong impression and emotion on the public. More in the story today.
Before the screening of the film Red Rain at the September 12th cinema on the morning of September 9th, more than 500 veterans who had fought to protect Quang Tri ancient citadel, along with families of fallen soldiers and people, arrived early. According to the plan, over 2,000 veterans will be invited to watch the film Red Rain for free during this period. Red Rain is a feature film on the topic of Revolutionary War, inspired by and fictionalized from the 81 day and night heroic and resilient battle fought by our people and soldiers to defend Quang Tri ancient citadel. Watching the film, the veterans felt as though they were reliving the tragic and glorious moments of the battle from 53 years ago.
Bullets were flying all around. Every day, someone in our unit was sacrificed. It was hard for us to believe we'd ever return. We thought we were doing our duty and fighting. Tomorrow or the day after, it was normal for us to sacrifice.
Through this film, our children and future generations can better understand a part of the brutal war for national liberation. Besides our descendants, the whole world will know that the Vietnamese people, the children of the great President Ho Chi Minh, sacrificed themselves to create the legendary story of Quang Tri ancient citadel until now.
The film Red Rain has awakened memories and pride from a time of fire and glory. The characters in the film are the embodiment of many veterans who were fortunate enough to return from the war with their bodies no longer intact. This film also serves as a tribute to those who sacrificed their lives. According to the plan, from the morning of September 9th to September 12th, the film Red Rain will be screened for veterans of the Quang Tri Citadel Soldiers Association, 1972, in Nghệ An province. This is also a meaningful activity to commemorate the traditional day of the Quang Tri Ancient Citadel Veterans Association on September 16th.
The last story just ended our news today. Thank you so much for your attention. Goodbye for now and see you later.